I am back. Welcome, guys. Oh my gosh. So happy to be here. And welcome to Stitch It International. I'm Blaine Austin, and this is our first episode of Stitch It Live. And you are out there, and we're calling you the Stitch Nation. So welcome, Stitch Nation, to our first show. We're super excited to be here. And we've got Angela Wolf going to stop by today. We've got Joanne Banko stopping by today. And got some deals I'm going to tell you about. We've got some incredible giveaways. So it's going to be a fun show. And thank y'all for joining in. Good to be back. I also have another surprise for you. Guess who's over here running my console this morning? Y'all say hello to Roger.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Roger.
Good morning. Hello, Stitch Nation.
So I bet everybody's huge surprise, but I got to tell you a little story. So as everybody, most of y'all, I see a lot of familiar faces in here, but if you're new, Roger and I both used to work at Sewing Machines Plus out in California. And I left in August the 22nd, and Michelle and I moved to Jackson, Missouri. And we just came here. Basically, the reason we left was to get closer to our families. And so about a month after I left, Sewing Machines Plus did a few layoffs, and Roger was part of that layoff. And I found out about it. I called Roger up and said, Roger, what's your plans? He said, I really don't have plans yet. I said, now you do. You're coming and working for Stitch It International and going to help us out. So here he is.
Yes. I'm very happy to work with the guys at Stitch It and Blaine again. So yeah, doing what I'm doing best. And I'm glad to be here. Glad to see all of you guys.
Oh, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces out there, and man, it's good to be back, Roger. I tell you, I didn't think I would miss the live shows and all the customers and everything, but I really did. But I tell you what, we've got so many exciting things going on here at Stitch It,
yes,
and just can't even go through everything that we've done since we've been here. But we kind of restructured the company. And so to kind of let everybody kind of give a little background, Stitch It International was started basically by Lynn McMinn and her husband. They kind of went in together and they formed this business. Well, now their 4 sons own the company. And but Lynn was a longtime sewer and quilter, and so that's how this whole thing got started. And they've been going strong ever since. But they are known for the SWF embroidery machines because we are the North American distributor for SWF embroidery, and we have been doing that. We formed, had some dealers out there, and Roger and I were actually a dealer for SWF out in California. And that's how we got familiar with the brand. But what we're doing is we've kind of separated the e-commerce side and the SWF side. So we have a commercial division now, and we're having a new e-commerce site. So that's what we're doing here, guys. It's going to be Stitch It International. You can go check out our website. We just launched it. And you can go siistore.com. Yeah. We'll get you there right now. And I think Stitch It, we haven't got that domain pointing there yet, but it will. But if you want to go check our website out, it's siistore.com. And you can see all the things. But we're going to have all the different brands of machines. We're going to have accessories and all kinds of goodies, aren't we, Roger?
Yes, we are. We're currently working on loading up a lot more. So stay tuned and check them out.
Yeah, it's going to be an ever-evolving website, because right now we've went out and we've got set up for about 30 different manufacturers as a dealer for them. Mm-hmm. So as y'all can imagine, it's thousands of products. So, but guys, we got such a fun show today. We're going to talk to Angela Wolf. We're going to talk about some things that she's got going, some of the products that we're going to carry of hers. We got Joanne Banko going to stop by, and Joanne's going to kind of give a little bit of advice if you wanted to start your own embroidery business. So we have that. We got some incredible giveaways, Roger. Oh my gosh, we're going to give away. Do we want to show it?
We could show it. let me take myself off real quick and let's go to the first one.
The giveaway is a vest, some swag. So Roger, you want to show the swag? So we're going to give away one of these vests, and whoever wins, you just tell us what size you want. Now, don't take offense to this because it says Crazy Sewing Lady on it. You don't have to be crazy to wear one of these. You got to be crazy about sewing. So, but this was designed by Dawn Chase, and Dawn was so happy. She's at Creative Applique. She was so gracious to give us this digitized design so we could stitch it out on our swag. And so this will be one of the giveaways. We're going to have one of the vests. We got a polo shirt that has the same logo on, a gray polo shirt, long sleeve, that we're going to give one of those away in whatever size you want. And we're going to give away a Sawgrass printer today. This is a sublimation printer, $624 value. We're going to give away today too. So stick around, guys. We got some great giveaways. And then we'll talk a little bit about the sublimation printers too, how you can even check those out. We have 4 different models that you can get. So if y'all want to do heat transfers, or you want to make some, tumblers with pictures on it and things, this is the printer for you. This is a great printer. And we'll probably talk a little bit about SWF embroidery machines. We got a special on those today, so we'll talk about that. But Roger, I say let's get this thing started.
Oh yeah, we're starting off strong.
Some of the people that are watching today in the Stitch Nation out there, Roger's kind of looking through the chat and going to put them on the screen. But who all we got? I know I saw Cindy King. Now, Cindy, I've known Cindy for a long time. She's watched our shows in the past. So Cindy's out there today. I know You Know Me is out there today. So, hey, You Know Me, longtime follower of our shows. I can't read that, Roger. Wow. That's all I see.
It's Diana Deacon.
Oh, Diane. That's another name we know. So, hey, Diane. So, Raj, you may have to tell me who it is. I can't see them all. I can't see that one either. Oh, she goes, I'm definitely a crazy sewing lady too. Well, that's what I was sitting there thinking about. I was like, will this offend people if we say you're, crazy sewing lady? But no, I think what it means is you're a crazy sewing lady. You're crazy about sewing. So don't take it like you're a nut job. But hey, you know what? If somebody doesn't, they win this and they go, I really don't want to wear a vest with crazy sewing lady on it. We'll figure something out for you. But we got some swag we're going to give away today with the printer. So we've got some good stuff, and we're going to continue to have good stuff on the show. So I got to tell you a little bit about the show schedule too. Now, next Wednesday, we're not going to have a show because it's Christmas Eve and we're not going to do a show. But the following Wednesday, on December 31st, which is New Year's Eve, we're going to have a show. We're going to have Dawn Chase here, and Dawn is going to talk all about the SWF embroidery machine. We're going to have some great specials on those as well. And Dawn actually owns one of these and loves that thing. And so we're going to be working with her and talking about how, she's going to do some demonstrations, and we're going to tell you all about how you can get one as well. So that'll be on New Year's Eve on December 31st. So y'all make sure y'all mark that down. So Roger, I think we ought to just kick this show off and bring in. So I got to tell you a little bit of story about Angela Wolf. Now, Angela and I have known each other for many, many years. And when I was at SMP and we started our live shows out there, Angela was my first guest that we had on episode 1 of the SMP Live. And she was my last guest I had that was on August the 21st. So I thought, we have to kick this thing off here. Angela's got to be my first guest again. So y'all, welcome to the show, Angela Wolf.
Hey, Blaine. I'm so excited to be the first again. I'd rather be first than last.
Me too. And I'm so happy you're here today. And, I had to call Angela up and I said, Angela, I want to carry some of your products, but I also call in because I want you on my show.
And I am, not just me. I see a lot of the Wolfpack here. We are so excited you're back. We love your live shows. You have a ton of energy. You always have great guests, great deals. We're pretty excited about this.
Oh, well, thank you. It's, I was saying earlier, Angela, I didn't think I would really miss the shows, because it did take a lot of time, to do these shows and things. And I was like, I probably won't miss it. But I got out here and I've been so busy since I started at Stitch It, just, things that we've been doing. And then as we kind of started working and then Roger came on board, we started talking about the shows and things. And I was like, I've kind of missed it because, interaction with the customers and it's a lot of fun, just to see all the different customers and hear what they have to say. And so I'm glad to be back.
Well, we're happy you're back. I'll laugh when you say that about live shows because, I do 4 to 5 live shows a week. And sometimes, when you're virtual, like I feel like I'm hanging out with you and everybody in the comments. And so at the end of the day, Win will say, "You want to go to dinner tonight? You want to go do this?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I am peopled out." He's like, "You haven't seen anybody in person." So I think that's so funny. But the live shows, what it does, and even all the way back when we started this with COVID, I'm sitting right now in hanging out with everybody. And even for somebody who's at home, if they're sewing at home, you just have a whole community of friends that you don't have to go travel to find. And what's really cool, and I don't know if you've noticed this, Blaine, through time, a lot of our people that we've met online, they get together in their own communities. So it might be a Wolfpack meet and greet, or it might be because of, seeing Blaine or whoever. We've brought together a great community, and I'm glad that you're bringing it back.
Well, that is true. I know that, I've seen before where people have actually, flown or driven different places and met and hung out there. They met on the shows and, in the chat, and then, end up emailing each other, swapping phone numbers, and actually became friends. And I know people that have done that. And I think that's so awesome, that we played a little bit of part in, connecting people. So it's a lot of fun. But hey, I got to congratulate you again. You hit your 60,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is a huge feat. So congratulations on that. And super excited to have you here today because we're going to talk a little bit about some of your products. And I know that you're famous for the clappers. And do you know something, Angela? I didn't know you had 2 sizes. I always thought you had that big one. I didn't know you had a mini clapper.
I do have, well, the reason being is because now I'm completely addicted to embroidery, like completely. That crazy lady shirt you got going on? You can say, I would wear it. I would wear the crazy embroidery. My cat would be embroidered right now if he was still alive. So if it is sitting still, I'm embroidering it. So the mini clapper came about for a couple of reasons. One, because my clapper is a hard maple, so it's like a great quality wood. It's better than oak. It's better than some of the others. It's a little heavy, but the mini is not quite a pound, so you can take it to travel, but also it will fit inside of an embroidery hoop. So if you're doing, like I saw Reen on here, if you're doing embroidery in the hoop designs, you can easily give it a little steam. The clapper is not for turning lights on, by the way. For those of you who have no clue, it's for sewing. And so you press your seam, put the clapper in place, and it seals. I mean, that's how I do my hems, although I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt today. So it works on knits, it works for quilting, sewing, embroidery, and the mini one is just the right size for in the hoop. So yes, Blaine, that's the new one.
Well, I want to talk a little bit about, so we're going to highlight three products today. We have the clapper, the mini clapper, and then we have your little thread organizer. But the main thing I want to talk to you about is your virtual classes. So could you talk a little bit about the virtual classes, how they came about? And we are going to be selling those. So right now, anything of Angela Wolf's you want to do has to be call in. It'll be a pre-order because we don't have them on our website yet. We're working hard to get them there. But Roger's been working hard, guys.
I want Roger. Is there 2 of you? I want a Roger.
She did. Roger, she actually emailed or texted me yesterday and says, "Can I borrow Roger for a week?" And I just went laugh out loud.
Oh my gosh. Blaine, because it's your first show for this Stitch It Live, which I love the logo. I love the name. I started my Angelou Academy about 6 or 7 years ago, and it started with the Fashion Sewing Club. It had been a dream of mine for a long time to have a club where people could get together. We get together virtually twice a month. There's hundreds of videos in the replay. And I'm going to let you give a 1-year membership away when you do your giveaways. So what we do, it's a great group. We have a private Facebook group. Our live shows are not on Facebook. So if you're not on social media, it doesn't matter. But it's such a great community. We do a lot of pattern hacks. That's the main thing we do. So you just need a base pattern and then you can design anything. But we have that. There's also classes on there to learn how to use your serger, how to sew knits. All the virtual classes you can watch on demand. They don't expire. The only ones that expire are the master classes that I did for Brother, but that's a whole different set of classes. But all of the others, Cindy Hogan and I did a series of learning how to embroider. It was embroidery on, well, gosh, I can't even remember now. There's like a part 1, 2, and 3. There's a serging part 1, 2, and 3. There's sewing jeans. There's so many different things, but I love it when I get to see you in those classes. But Fashion Sewing Club, that's the best. So I will give one away to one of your fans today, Blaine, a 1-year membership. And I can see a lot of the Fashion Sewing Club members here. I'm very excited to see you all.
Well, you know what, Angela, that is very, very nice of you to do. And I know the Stitch Nation's going to get excited about that because those classes are fantastic. And I cannot wait to get them on our website so we can start selling those for you because they are incredible. And if y'all have never watched any of those, you're going to be so blown away by how good Angela goes into detail. Now, I remember not so long ago, Angela, that you didn't even embroidery. Remember that?
I sure do. I remember when I went to a sewing show with my mom in 2008 and she wanted to buy an embroidery machine. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Mom, that's so old school. You don't want that. She reminds me of that all the time.
And look what happened. You got hooked, and now you're the embroidery queen.
I am hooked. And, the other thing is I learned how to digitize, and that has opened up a whole new world. So I have exclusive designs with Brothers Avenir, which was such an honor to do. But I'm working on a lot of designs for every size hoop. So it doesn't just have to be the biggest, although I love the biggest. But I'm very excited about that. There's a lot coming in 2026. But I would love to know out of your audience, how many people love embroidery, number 1, and 2, have you ever taken the time to learn to digitize? Because everything I look at, I want to digitize. Like Blaine, I like the 5 o'clock shadow. And if I were to embroider you, I'd make it a little whiter because you look a little bit like Santa. But I love it.
Well, speaking of my facial hair, I'm sure it was a shock when I came on the screen for the people who've known me for a while. But, I'm just so relaxed, Angela, now. And here at our company, we have a very laid back dress code and things. And so, every day I wear a shorts, t-shirt, and a hat to work. And right now I'm not because it's kind of gotten cold. So I'm wearing pants today, guys. But I just I'm tired of shaving every morning. So I just quit shaving. And so I thought, Michelle said, "Hey, it looks pretty good. Keep it on there." And a few people have commented, say, "Hey, we like you in a beard." Now, my mom doesn't. Marietta says, "Oh, you need to shave it."
Oh my gosh. Tell your mom hi, by the way. Love her. So that's really funny because for years I tried to get Wynn to grow out the 5 o'clock shadow. And he was like, "I can't do that. It looks like I don't have a job." I go, "Wynn, it's in style. It's cool." So he finally grows it out, right? And now I love it. He loves it too. So I'm glad you finally got with the program, Blaine. Although yours is more of not 5 o'clock. I would call yours more like maybe a 24-hour.
Yeah, I like to keep it short. I don't want to keep it, real long. But try and get Roger to grow one. I was like, "Roger, man, you got to get on the game and grow a beard now."
I love it. I love the new look. I love the new show. I'm honored to be on here. I'm so grateful you're going to carry my products as well because As a small business owner, as you know, I started my business many, many years ago. It's transformed into, I have sewing patterns, online classes, and now embroidery designs. And as a small business owner, people like you really give us a lot of support, and you do it for a lot of people, not just me.
Yeah, this is a great community, and people like yourself bring so much to the community and the industry. And I've always said that you're such an innovator too, with all your designs that you've done, and all your patterns and just garment sewing alone. You've done some beautiful things. Your association with Brother, and I still to this day remember that wedding dress that you did. It had the I call it the tattooed sleeves, I guess is what we called it. And I remember at one of the conventions that Brother had, they had it on display, and it was just awesome. So I think it was a wedding dress, wasn't it, Angela?
It was, but now I have embroidered tattoos on everything. It could be a t-shirt. I didn't wear one today because I didn't have one in my closet, but I love it. I could make you one. No, I'll make one for Michelle. That'd be more fun. Tell her happy belated birthday. That would probably be better. By the way,
I sure will. I think she's probably watching, so she's probably hearing you, and so yeah, Michelle's got dog duty today.
I love that. I love that.
So anyway, it's well, hey, I know you are super, super busy and got lots of things going on. I don't want to take a lot more of your time, but I do want to show your products that we have, everybody. So Roger, if we could put that overlay up there. The first one is one of the clappers. You see it right there. Now, this, I will never forget the first time Angela even told me she had a clapper, and I was like, what? She said she would give a clapper away on one of our shows, and I was like, what is a clap? I thought she was actually talking about the
lights
for your light, on the TV commercial. But this is it. It's for pressing. And this thing, after I saw her do this was a pretty incredible piece. But y'all see it right there. It's $29.95. We do have a call-in special on this, so you do have to call in. And that number is 888-571-2171. Again, it's 888-571-2171. We're taking pre-orders on it right now. We've got to get that on our website. We haven't got it up yet, but we will get it. But we'll take pre-orders, and we can send them over manual to Angela. The next one is the mini clapper, and it is $26.95. You'll see it right there. It's a little smaller version of it, and that is great as well. And Angela talked about it. It's a lot lighter weight, smaller and compact, so you can take it when you travel. And then we also have that thread organizer. Now, these are cool because they are numbered, and you can put them in your drawers in your sewing cabinets and things, and the spools fit right in there. They won't move around. So these are really cool as well. So we have those. Those are $36.99. And so we'll have all those products. And then the classes, it'll be a while before we get the classes. But if you do want to sign up for one of those classes, just let us know. Give us a call, and we'll figure out which one. But you can go view all those classes on angelawolf.com, her website. You can see all the ones that she has available. And then we're going to give one away today at the end of the show, too, for free. So, Angela, which class are we going to give away today?
Well, two, actually. But first, I want to say, if somebody calls in if somebody wants to call in an order, there's two new things with the clappers. I don't put the sticker on anymore because you can use both sides for pressing, and I don't want you to accidentally melt the sticker. But a lot of people want me to sign the side of it, and also the embroidery trays, they want me to sign the back. So if somebody calls in, if they would like a signature, not that it gets you anything, but I love signing and saying hey to you. So just let me know your name and how to spell it, and I'll make sure that that's included when I ship those out to you. So why don't we give away two things? I would love to give away a 1-year membership to the Fashion Sewing Club. And this would be for anyone who's not a member. It's a 1-year membership. So that will be a little more technical. So if somebody is already a member, you can give it to a friend. How's that? And then let's also give away the sewing knits class. It teaches you how to sew knits, not only with the sewing machine, but also with the serger. So if you don't have a serger yet, put it on your Santa list. But if you don't, I also show you how to sew knits with the sewing machine, or you can skip ahead to the serger parts. You can always go back and watch, and you learn how to do the twisted collar like what I'm wearing. So we're going to give away the knits class and a 1-year membership to Fashion Sewing Club. And I want to thank you all for all of you that have supported all my classes through the years. So it'll be a lot of fun.
All right, Roger, make sure you write those down. So which one? So it's going to be the knit class, and then 1-year membership to
all
the.
about sewing with knits. You learn how to hem knits, how to sew in collars so they don't pucker, how to sew in sleeves, everything, Blaine.
Yeah, and then the other one's the 1-year membership to the Sewing Fashion Club.
Fashion Sewing
Write
Club.
those down so we make sure we get those correct when we give them away. Well, Angela, thank you so much for coming on, being my first guest on the first show.
I love it. I love it. I'm so excited you're back, Blaine. And I love that your show's on Wednesdays because they can watch you in the morning and watch me in the afternoon. It's going to be perfect.
All right. Sounds great. Well, hey, thank you. And we'll talk to you real soon. Okay.
All right. Bye. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas to you. All right. There we have it. Angela Wolf, everybody. And she's got a bunch of her wolf pack in here today. And thanks to Angela so much for coming on and also giving us some stuff to give away. How's that, guys? I know that that has to get you excited about her classes. So next up, we have got a very special friend of ours as well. Y'all, please welcome Joanne Banko to the show.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. How are you?
Right. Woo! I'm not in the sewing room today, as you can see.
Was that a real fireplace behind you?
It sure is. Look at that.
Look at that, everybody.
You can smell the wood burning.
I've got one of those like that, Joanne, but it's on my TV on YouTube.
Oh, it's so good to see everybody. And Blaine, what a joy it is to see you today, be back with you and celebrate Stitch It Live TV with Blaine Austin. Woohoo!
Man, I tell you, it's think about this for a minute. And I want everybody out there to think about this. You are part of the Stitch Nation. How cool is that?
It's the coolest thing. I see so many friends here. They're all part of the Stitch Nation. And Blaine, we have so much to thank you for and be grateful to you for building this community and spreading the joy of sewing. It just doesn't get any better than that.
Oh, well, thank you, Joanne. Well, you know what? We're going to talk a little bit to you today. I mean, you and I go way back as well. And that's why I just wanted to have you and Angela both on our show today for the first episode. And really you and I go so far back. We've done so many events together.
So, hey, Angela, I hope you're still hanging on there.
And so it's so much fun to do things with y'all. And, I remember I was so impressed with you the first time I ever met you. I actually met you in a class and you were helping the instructor at that class. And I always told you, I said, you should have been teaching the class because you were more knowledgeable than the person that was teaching it.
Wow.
And so, fast forward, you've taught many classes since then and been the lead instructor and have done so many events with me. And it's just been incredible. So, but today we're going to talk a little bit about, sewing, like an embroidery business. We were talking about how you can get started in a home embroidery business. And that just ties into some of the machines that we have that we can, make really good specials on with people today with embroidery. So I'm going to let you kind of take it away. And and also, everybody, if you got a question, we'll have a little Q&A session when Joanne, finishes up talking and telling you about some of the things that she's done. And we'll take your questions and then she can answer them and we'll go from there. Okay.
I love it. I love it. So let me say hi to all my Let's Go Sew friends. If you follow me on my channel and in my in my end of the world, you know that I've been taking just a little bit of a break. I'm not burned out. Don't even think that. I just need a little bit of focus time. And so I took a little hiatus. But when Blaine contacted me, I said, oh, I'm coming out of hibernation to be with Blaine today. So it's so good to be with all of you. But, I have to echo what Angela said. If it sits still, I just might be embroidering it because embroidery is one of the greatest gifts ever given to the sewing world. I bought the very first embroidery and sewing combination machine that came out into the world, and that was 30 years ago, maybe a little more. And I have never, ever looked back, and I find it so totally mesmerizing and exciting and interesting. It's just been a real gift in life, and I know a lot of you think the same way. So thanks for all your kind comments. I love hearing from all of you. But Blaine and I had a little bit of a conversation now that he's moved to a little different arena, and I'm so excited to see what all he's going to be doing. But embroidery really and truly is for the investment, probably one of the best home-based businesses you could possibly imagine. And I'm thinking, primarily along the line of buying an embroidery machine and then producing things for customers. But in reality, in my world, I have used it for teaching. So it can open the doors for that as well. But it really, for the investment, like I said, what else could be better but to do something you love and get paid for it? I mean, how amazing is that? I have a story of a very, very special friend. Her name is Jan. And if she's watching, hey, Jan. And she was in the embroidery business in the corporate world. And corporate can be, it can be a little rough sometimes. And she really did get burned out from all the traveling. And so she just decided, I'm going to set it all up at home and build a business. And, here she is a few decades later, and she's still doing it and in very, very high demand. I don't know, I'd love to see in the chat how many of you, I'll go back and look at all the comments later, but how many of you are involved in a home-based business or are thinking about doing it. Blaine obviously has all the products you need to get started. But, I think about what the avenues are, and the road is wide open when it comes to the possibilities. Some of the things that come to mind for me, obviously, there's a real niche for people that will do small orders, because if you go out into the embroidery world where you have big production places doing that, it doesn't mean you can't grow into that. But if you want to get started, it's a lot of times those small jobs that get turned away from those bigger places and bigger companies. And you can build a really good reputation and a really good rapport with your customers. And we all know that, word of mouth is the best advertising you can get. And that will build your business really, really fast. Again, having had a friend who, was involved in the business, I got a lot of insight from her. And she actually traveled around, even when she left the corporate world, she traveled around and helped some, and on a limited basis, home business based embroidery businesses get started. And some of the things that she told me that people were doing were just amazing. I mean, think about this. You could do a business with nothing but hats. And I know Blaine is all for that. He's always said, you can make such a profit doing that. And even if you just specialize in that particular item, the sky is the limit. It's a big, big world out there. All you got to do is go out and about and see who's wearing hats, and how many of them have somebody else's logo on it and would like to have their own or something else on that hat that would reflect their interests. That's a great business to get into. Another one that I thought was so interesting is the whole thought of doing nothing but monograms. And monograms, I know the South is known for that. I love my Southern friends. I always kind of say I think I should have been born down South, but it doesn't mean that we don't like it in the North too. We just got to get warmed up to it. And that again is another business you could specialize in, doing nothing but monograms. Obviously, if you get into the whole field, there's just, like I said, the sky is the limit. You can do what you love from the comfort of your own home and build that business. It doesn't take much space. It doesn't take much product. It doesn't take much more than, a love for doing what you already love to do, which is create and spread that joy. We all know that something personalized makes the value go shoot sky high, and who better to do it but you. So those are just some kind of quick ideas that I had. It's interesting because you never know what people want until you give it to them. And sometimes people don't even know what is possible with embroidery. And it could be something very, very simple, or you can specialize in things that are more detailed. One of the things that I always thought was another niche that I don't see very many people doing is home decor. And I had a little bit of a background in my youth of working for a company who made custom draperies for people, where the high-end designers would come in and they would, everybody wanted something totally unique and totally special that they could show off when they entertained. And the ability now to add embroidery to those items, whether it's, pillows or, and window treatments, wall hangings. Once again, the sky's the limit, and there's just so many possibilities. Can you tell I'm excited about embroidery? I'm excited about all aspects of stitching, but embroidery, I think, really is one of those things that anybody and everybody can do. And you don't even have to really know how to sew. That's the amazing thing. And I know, Blaine, you're going to talk a little bit about what makes your machines so versatile and, just provides that exact items that they need to be able to start that business. I got one other little crazy one for you that I bet nobody has thought of in the embroidery world. Maybe they have. And that is embroidering some kind of a special, I'm not going to let you read it because it's a little mushy gushy, but I made this for my husband one year when I knew nothing else to give him. And I just wrote a little poem. How many people would like to have something like that stitched out? It takes a little bit of fabric, a very little bit of time, pop it in a frame. And again, people have something really special. Weddings, special events, like all those things. You just need to find your niche and make some samples, show it off, start showing it off to your friends. And I bet you any money you are going to be so busy, you're going to be saying no to people because you've said yes so many times. What do you think, Blaine?
Well, I totally agree with you, Joanne. It's and you know what's crazy? I've seen it in my career so many times that people will come in and they'll get a little small embroidery machine to start a business, and next thing you know, they're getting multiple needles, multi-needles, multiple ones of multi-needles, I should say, and a lot of times people will just buy an embroidery machine, and all of a sudden their friends and family are saying, "Hey, will you embroider this for me?" And it turns into a business.
Yep, absolutely. And along that line, it's a really important point to think about. Again, I use the word investment, but think about what you're going to purchase at the very beginning, and don't think short term, think long term. I think even if for some reason down the road you either expand and move into an actual storefront or buy new equipment. I'm sure you know this, Blaine, but industrial equipment really has a very good resale value. So it's the kind of thing that, you can then pass on to somebody else, make that money off of what you used and then apply it to the next machine. So it's just all the way around. there's like it's a win-win all the way around.
It sure is. And that's one thing, I remember years and years ago, my granddad used to always say, spend your money once. And he meant like, buy the best that you can buy when you can buy it. And that's so true in the sewing and embroidery industry and quilting, is because what a lot of people do, that they don't know if they will like it, or it's maybe it's a money thing. They can't afford something else, and they'll get started in something, and then quickly they fall in love with it and they want to get the next level up. They just kind of want to expand. And so I always look at, your pocketbook dictates a lot of things. Excuse me. But I would, try to get whatever you can afford, and make a purchase on something really, really nice that you can, it'll last you a while. I don't want you to grow out of something. And, and that's why, we're all about here with the embroidery machines, especially on the SWF side of the house. We sell to a lot of embroidery shops and things, and they, we have them all the time. They'll come in and they'll buy a multi-head, like 2-head machine. And then a year later, they're calling back, buying a 4 or 6 head, because their production is so, it ups their production so much. It just really makes a huge difference in their profitability.
And it's easy to grow in this business too, because even if you end up bringing in other people to help you, again, the beauty of embroidery, as opposed to like custom sewing. I love custom sewing too, and I did it for a long time. But you have to have a tremendous amount of knowledge and experience to really provide a good product if you're doing custom sewing. Angela knows that, if you're doing garment sewing for people, you got to know what you're doing. And I know some of my friends here do. But in embroidery, again, you learn how to use the machine, you learn what stabilizers you need, you learn how to hoop, and you're good to go. And then you can train somebody else to do that if you start to need extra help. It's just, like I said, I don't know. It's like one of the most perfect businesses, if you want to do it as a business, you can get into. Now, that's not saying you can't buy one of your beautiful SWF machines just to have fun with, right, Blaine?
That is true. And excuse me. We have sold many of those, Joanne, for people just as a hobbyist that want to have one. And we do have SWF have what we call the home side of embroidery. We have the single head machines. We have 2 different 15 needle models. We have a 12 needle and we have a 7 needle. And so, basically, I always tell people that 12 needle is such a bargain for what you're getting. And I'll talk a little bit about that a little bit later, but it is such a bargain compared to some of the other, name machines out on the market. So, hey, how can people get a hold of you, Joanne, through your social media?
Very easy. You can find me at letsgosew.com. That's my website, and all my contact information is there. Like I said, I'm on a little bit of a hiatus. I hope maybe by February-ish, I'll be back doing a lot of my regular things. But if you're on my email list already, you know that I'm still sending out love notes to my friends. So I'd encourage you to sign up if you want to keep in touch. And I'll get back to doing shows here after the new year, and looking forward to it. But letsgosew.com. That's it. It's as easy as that.
Well, that's pretty easy. And, I got to thank you, a big wholehearted thank you, because I know that, you told me you're kind of taking a break. You're on a hiatus, but you came out of hibernation.
I did.
Just to come on our show. And I'm so thankful for that you did that. That is so awesome, Joanne. Great seeing you as always. Love working with you and Angela, and I'm so happy that we're getting to do this again. And I know that you got some things to do today, so we're going to let you get out of here. But thank you so much for sharing your ideas and thoughts about embroidery and all that. And I know we're going to be working together. We're going to have you on again many times, I'm sure. So y'all, everybody give a huge Stitch Nation welcome to Joanne, and a goodbye. And thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you, Blaine. Wish you all the best in your new beginnings here. I know you're going to do great things, and you know how to make it fun. So thank you very much. Thanks for having me. Happy sewing.
All right. We'll talk to you soon. All righty. Bye-bye. All right, everybody. Joanne Banko. It doesn't get any better than that. I'm telling you what, I've worked with her for many years, and she is first class professional and very knowledgeable, and just always have loved working with her. So, Roger, what do you think, buddy? This is our first show. I think we got to talk a little bit about some products. What do you think?
I think so. The show is
interesting, Roger. So I want to tell everybody a little bit of kind of what we've got planned. Is that okay? What do you think?
I think
All right. So what we're going to do with our shows, and we hope that y'all will continue, go down and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And today we just found out a while ago that Facebook crashed. So we're not broadcasting on Facebook at all. So hopefully we'll get that fixed and figured out. I think it's a problem with Facebook. However, we're going to be doing this every Wednesday is the goal. We hope that y'all will subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you don't mind, give us that thumbs up down there on that bell notification. Also, go like our Facebook page. We will be starting a Facebook groups page that'll be private just for the Stitch Nation. And so hopefully we'll get that going and you can sign up for that. And but that's kind of the goal. We're going to be doing a lot of demonstrations. We're going to have a lot of machines that we're going to highlight and show. We're going to have special pricing as usual. We're going to do lots of giveaways and things that you can win. So hopefully that y'all will stick around, but we're going to try to have some really good guests every week to come in and, teach us some things and hopefully y'all enjoy that. But, we're not going to have a show next Wednesday for y'all that joined in late. We won't have a show next Wednesday because of Christmas Eve, but we will be here on New Year's Eve on December 31st. And we're going to have Dawn Chase from Creative Applique going to be here. And we're going to talk all about the SWF embroidery machines. And we're also going to talk about Mighty Hoops. So we're going to have specials on both of those. So y'all need to make sure that y'all tune in. And but I got to talk, Roger, I got to talk a little bit about some of the products we got today. So guys, we have a promotion going right now with the SWF single head machines. And the single head machines would be the 7 needle, the 12 needle, and we have 2 15 needles. And all those machines, the 15 needles, there's a little bit of difference between those. One's kind of like a professional and the other one's like a home. But we have 4 different models of those single head machines. And right now, from December the 15th through January 15th, if you make a purchase on one of those, you get the free Stitch Maker Pro or Digitizing Pro software. That's $3,000. You get that absolutely free with it. So that is a great savings. So if you've been wanting to learn how to digitize, this is so user-friendly software. And I really love this. It has a huge bundle suite that comes with that software. You get all kinds of fonts and things. It is incredible. So, and the other thing we got going, Roger, is if anybody out there wants to set up a wholesale account with us for your embroidery supplies, you can call in, set up that account, and you're basically going to receive 20% off regular prices. So that is a huge savings for y'all. If you've got a shop that you're doing home-based businesses and things, you want to set up a embroidery account with us, a wholesale account to get your embroidery supplies, now's the time to do it. So you can call that number that we have. It's 888-571-2171. I think Roger's been putting it across the bottom of the screen some, but you'll have that. And you can call in for that to get an account set up. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the printers that we have today. So as y'all can see over here on the right behind me, that is that Sawgrass printer, and that is that SG500. Now the SG500, there's 2 different models of it. You see it on the screen right there. This one is the one that has the biggest printer cartridges, the 31 milliliter cartridges that come in it. It's $624 for that one. And that's the one we're giving away for free today. We're going to give that away. However, you can purchase those if you want to do sublimation printing. We have 2 different ones. We have one that's a little cheaper that has smaller ink cartridges in it. And then we have that SG1000, which is just a bigger printer, does have a little bit more capabilities. Now, all 4 models that we have, there's 2 SG1000s. They have different size of the ink cartridges, just like the FG500. But all 4 of them, we have a special on them today. We're going to ship them for free if you buy one. And also, we're going to throw in some sublimation print, a paper. It's 8 inches wide by 100 feet long roll that you can get in with that. And that's absolutely free with the purchase of the machine. And we're going to ship it for free. Again, all you have to do is just call the number 888-571-2171. And you'll talk to Lacey. Lacey is on the phones today taking calls. And if you get blocked there, you're going to talk to Michelle or Lacey. One of them two will probably be answering the phones. And so anyway, they can help you out. So make sure that y'all call in if you want to talk about the printers. If you want to check the printers out, you can go to our website right now. Just go to siistore.com and just go over to where you see heat. I think it's heat something. I can't remember, heat transfers, but I think it's under the header heat transfers, but it's down, it's sublimation printers. And you can go down and look at that, all that sawgrass, and we have the different models on there if you want to read all about it. But great addition if you want to start doing sublimation with heat transfers, or you want to do tumblers or mugs, anything like that. This is the printer for you. So we have a great special on that, and the SWF. So Roger, am I forgetting anything? I'm out of practice, man. It's been how long has it been? Couple 3 months.
I think it's going great. I think everybody's having fun, but we're forgetting one thing.
What are we forgetting?
Giveaways.
Oh no, I haven't forgotten giveaways. Trust me. I've got the giveaways right here by me. You can see it. Here's one of them, the vest with the embroidery on it. Now I've got these in any size that y'all want to. So whoever wins the shirt, the vest, you'll just have to tell me what size you want. And all to claim your prizes today, we want everybody just to email info@stitchitintl.com. And again, that's info@stitchitintl.com to claim your prize. And naturally, just put your name and your shipping address and all that in there, and tell us what you won so we can get that email. We'll know. But anyway, we've got all that. We're going to give a shirt away. We're going to give the vest away. Since it's a little cold out there, we're going to give a vest, and we're going to do a lot of this stuff. We're going to have some jackets. We're going to do some custom embroidery on a lot of different things for you, and have those as giveaway swags. And then we're going to give some printers away, some machines. So all kinds of fun stuff, Roger. So anyway, I think we're ready to give something away. What do y'all think? Everybody, I can't see the chat, Roger, so you're gonna have to interpret for me what everybody's saying.
I think everybody's excited.
Okay.
So
how many we got watching, Roger?
Currently we have about 256 at one moment.
Okay, so 256 people. So we're gonna have 3 giveaways. So you might, if you win out of 256, that's gonna be pretty good.
Mm-hmm. And we still have to give away Angela's classes. And her
I forgot about it. See, that's why I had you to write it down. See, if you hadn't written it down, Roger, I would have completely forgot. All right, so let's do that first. We're going to give Angela's class. So let's give the knits class first. Okay. All right, so everybody out there, I think we need a drum roll, Roger.
Okay. Let me get to the giveaway tool. And
all right, so Roger, are you ready?
Yes.
Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right, everybody, y'all got to help me here. Roger, spin that wheel.
All
right, for this is the Angela Wolf's knit class. And so it looks like Patricia is our winner. So Patricia, what we need you to do to claim that prize, just send us an email to info@stitchitintl.com and give us your full name, your shipping address, and just put down there what you won. And we will get that all arranged with Angela and get that to you. I think it's a digital download, if I'm not mistaken, or you get a code. But we'll get all that arranged with Angela on that.
And
so congratulations.
Make sure to let us know it's for Angela's knit class.
Yes, make sure you tell us what you're winning. All right, so Roger, let's next thing up, we're going to give that 1 year to the Fashion Sewing Club membership.
Yes, that's a great prize.
All right, this is a great prize. So Roger, spin that wheel. Sharon Jones is our winner.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Sharon. So Sharon, to claim that prize, again, just send us an email to info@stitchitintl.com and just put in there your full name, your shipping address, and what you actually won, and we'll get that arranged with Angela to get it to you. All right, Roger, next up, we are going to give away, if you want to show this real quick.
Yes, I have to.
We're going to give away one of these.
So let's.
Is it easy for you to switch back?
Yeah, it takes because I'm working on one screen. It takes a little bit of of jogging.
Well, we can just show it later. There we go. So y'all can see that this is a gray long sleeve polo shirt, and it has that logo on it as well. As y'all can see, the Crazy Sewing Lady logo, and that's compliments of Dawn Chase sent that to us, that logo. So pretty cool shirt. We have this probably about any size that you would want. So everybody who wins the shirt or vest, when you claim your prize, you got to make sure you give us the right size. So, all right, we're going to do the shirt first. So Roger, spin that wheel. Yolanda J. So Yolanda, every time I see somebody that has that name, I always go, yo, Londa. Yolanda. So Londa J, you won. Congratulations. You just won yourself a long sleeve polo shirt, gray, that has Crazy Sewing Lady embroidered on it. And just so Yolanda, send us an email to info@stitchitintl.com and let us know your full name, your address, phone number, all that good stuff, and then email address as well. Y'all winners, put your email address on there so we can communicate to you, and then give us your shirt size of what you want, and that way we'll get the right size sent to you. All right, Roger, next up, we are going to give away our vest, our winter vest. Awesome. With the Crazy Sewing Lady stitched on there. So Roger, spin that wheel.
Embroidery Garden.
Embroidery Garden. That is Reen Wilcoxon. Congratulations, Reen. Glad to say. I even saw Carly Bell's on here. So, yeah. Hey, Carly Bell. But so there's Reen. So Reen, here's the deal, Reen. You get a Crazy Sewing Lady vest. So send us an email to info@stitchitintl.com. Full name, address, shipping address, phone number, email, all that good stuff, and what size of vest you want, and we'll get that shipped out to you. All right, next up, Roger is the printer, the big daddy of the day. This is the SG 500 Sawgrass Sublimation printer we're giving away, and this has a $624 value. And by the way, we're going to ship all this stuff absolutely free to your doorstep, all the winners. There it is right there, that giveaway. A great prize today. So Roger, spin that wheel.
Spinning. Good luck, everybody.
Here we go.
Juju 676.
Juju. 676. So congratulations, Juju. So Juju, you know the deal. Go to send us an email at info@stitchitintl.com. Give us your full name, shipping address, phone number, email address, and all that good stuff. And we will get that printer shipped right out to your doorstep. How's that? So Roger.
Yes, sir.
I think this was a pretty good first show. Y'all let us know what y'all thought. Did y'all enjoy the show today? And also, if you want to see something, give us an email to info box as well.
Mm-hmm.
The info@stitchitintl.com. Send us an email. Let us know some things that you would like to see on the show. We're working right now, trying to schedule a bunch of different things. And somebody's already been giving us some good input. We are going to have pretty quick, it's going to be domestic machines. We're going to talk about head-to-head, the very inexpensive machines, and head-to-head mid-price machines. We're going to have a battle to the heads. We're also going to have a straight stitch shootout. So we got a lot of things coming up. We're going to talk about embroidery machines, quilting machines. We got all kinds of things coming up. And then, Roger, we also going to have a show with all about our quilting robotics that we've got. We got a new line of robotics that we're going to launch, and that we have some special things with. So we got so many things in store. So we hope that y'all will all tune in. And again, I think Facebook crashed today, so hopefully that'll get fixed. But if you don't mind, go like our Facebook page. We will have that Facebook groups going before long, so you can join that to get inside information, exclusive deals. And then also, if y'all don't mind, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give us that thumbs up for the day's show as well. And we always welcome comments on the YouTube channel too. You can make comments down there after the show is aired. And then you can always, if you're not watching it live right now, it's going to stay there forever. So you can go back and watch it anytime. So, but Roger, what do you think?
I thought it was a great show, and I'm happy everybody was happy. They seemed excited to see Joanne and Angela. It was a great time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I was excited to see Joanne and Angela.
It's always,
I think it's been a lot of fun.
Yes, definitely.
I tell you what, guys, Roger and I both are super excited to be here at Stitch It International.
Yes.
We're having so much fun, and it is such a great group of people to work with. It's incredible. And I'll tell you what, too, being in Missouri, everybody is so nice here. Michelle and I, everywhere we've been, people just seem like they just bend over backwards to be super nice to you. So really have enjoyed that. And then naturally, I'm so happy to be closer to my family. That's a big thing as well. So, and I'm so happy, Roger, you're here, man, because this has been fun, buddy.
Stitch, it's been great. The guys have been great to work for. I loved working at SMP, and I'm thankful for all those years, but I'm happy to be here with Stitch It International. I'm looking forward to a lot of fun.
Oh, me too. I feel the same way. And I just got to say a huge shout out to all you that are watching. Thank you all for coming and give us a chance again and come on our show. We do really appreciate your participation. And I really hope that we can earn y'all's business and y'all can shop with us. And we're going to do everything we can do to try to make your experience great. Be patient with us starting out, because again, guys, we're starting this pretty much from scratch, and we got to get a lot of things in place. And as we grow, there's going to be growing pains with not having enough people to answer the phone sometimes and things like that. But hey, we're getting things in place. It's going to be great. And the main thing is, this is going to be the place to come to get great information. We're going to work really hard to get great guests on here. We're going to continue to work hard to get the great deals that you've known me for. We're already working behind the scenes right now, trying to make everything fantastic for you. And so I'm super happy that y'all joined us today. And I hope that y'all join us on New Year's Eve. And then from that Wednesday on, we're going to try to do it every Wednesday. And just always have some great content. But again, send your ideas in. If you got some things, we'd love to see it. And you got anything to add, Roger?
No, that's it. Watch out for emails. We'll be sending out emails on the best deals again. But thank you, Stitch It Nation, for being here today and enjoying the show.
Yep, my sentiment as well. So, guys, thank y'all so much for joining today. Hope that y'all have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. Have a very Merry Christmas, because I'm not going to see you before Christmas. But then we're going to get this wish y'all a Happy New Year on December 31st, 10 a.m. Hope that y'all will be here. See y'all then. Y'all have a great rest of your day.